following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Claremont. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. Well, you're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best, but don't overdo. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body, and you go against yourself. And it'll take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 29, NASDAQ down 3, S&P's flat, gold contract down $14.60, trading at $12.8840 an ounce. Silver down 29 cents, $17.07 an ounce. Platinum down $7, $9.32 an ounce. Copper. Where is copper? Where are you, baby? Down 3 pennies, $3.20 a pound. Light sweet crude, flat, $51.93 a barrel. We'll have the API numbers coming up here at 4:30 today. Notes, 10-year note down 1 tick, 125.12. 30-year bond up 7, 153.30. King dollar up 189 ticks, trading 93.355. The euro's trading at a price point of 117 to $1, and the U.S. And the yen is trading at 112 to a U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's on your and going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? It is a trip, folks. It's pretty wild, man. Okay, so check it out. We've done 20 million shares. 20 million. That's it. You know, you're talking average-wise, like 60, 70, 80 million. Bottom line, you're at a high. There's no sellers, there's no buyers. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow, and this very well could end up being one of the lightest travel days. One of the lightest volume days in the Dow. Dow hit 23,002. And if you just want to see the acceleration, we were at 22,000, let's see. 22,000, we were at it's not even, well, just over a month. That was the 13th of September. Well, now, what does happen, there's no doubt, the higher that the Dow goes number-wise, the easier it is to go up numbers because it is a price-weighted index. So when we take a look at this index today, what you're going to see is this, which is pretty amazing, actually, is that the Dow's up 31 right now, but yet inside the Dow, putting 82 points into the Dow, positive points, is United Health. Putting 32 points positive is Johnson & Johnson. Watch the other side, though. The other side is you get Goldman Sachs. That's putting 46 negative points into it. That's trading down $6.77. That's after they come out with numbers. Let's go look at Goldman just for a second. Yes, this is, you talk about a downdraft day. That's got quite a downdraft day in spades. It opened at its high, opened at 244, and trades down to 235. We put this back. So this is going to be pretty intense because what you did have happen before is this. If you remember in March, Goldman rang the bell for the financials that they weren't going to be able to basically stay at the highs. Goldman is the first financial that actually came down off its highs. It's also one of the first equities that were moving and came off its high. That was 255.10. Goldman, that was March 3rd, the week of March 3rd. Goldman went all the way down to 209. You had the counter trend bounce up to 247, and 247, this is a classic. This is a Wyckoff classic, time in the trade classic. Right up to ICE. ICE is 244.93. Bottom line, you got up to the 247, couldn't handle the price, had volume there of 2.7 million versus 4.9, then see it, don't want to be it. So Goldman's going to make its way back down to the 209 area. Right now you're at 235.51. That GE, well, here, let's stay with, the second point downdraft inside the Dow would be Home Depot. That's putting 8 negative points. 3M's putting 7. Boeing's putting 6. Small numbers other than that. United Health. Now let's go over the other side. United Health, you get heavy breakout on United Health, bottom line. And this was before so they come out with numbers this morning, big numbers, blew away everything. Bottom line, they're going higher. And that was before what came out across the tape just about 10 minutes ago is that let's see what they're saying here. So the Republicans and Democrats came up with a solution for the subsidies. Let's see what it's saying here. The bottom line is Republicans and Democrats, they're coming up with the solution for the subsidies. They're going to make it a year or 2-year deal. Here it is right here. Okay, so senators in both political parties say they've reached an agreement to fix and stabilize Obamacare just 2 weeks before Americans are starting to sign up. The 2-year deal would allow crucial subsidies to health insurance to start flowing again, potentially lowering insurance premiums for those in the program next year. So bottom line is that that's not going to definitely hurt the health programs, that's for sure. They were taking off like a rocket ship even before that. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here. They beat up gold today, but check it out. So we did 323,000 contracts. You got down to a price point of $12.83. It's the $12.84 that it was going into, and that's going to still be light of volume. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, it is. So it's 300. It was going into 317,000 contracts. We've done 323. So you have heavy volume coming into the 10th. How he came off the bottom was 1279, which is 374. So I suspect what you'll probably get is this. You'll probably get, this is still not bad. What you'll probably get is you'll probably get a test of this low again tomorrow. That's how that normally shakes out. Because you can see that it's a little more volume than how we went up, 323 versus 317. The cool thing is here, if you are a bear, or no, if you're a bull, is that you want to see the volume come out before you actually get to the swing point. And that's what's happening here. You stay right here, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now up 29. Nasdaq's down 5. S&P's a flat. We'll get right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 29. You get the Nasdaq down 4. S&Ps are off 1. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Basil's got an outstanding show right here at TFNN every trading day, noon to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, you can test drive this newsletter 30 days absolutely free. The way you do it, go to TFNN. Go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. You see the opening call right there. Test drive it 30 days, absolutely free. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
Good. So, 23,000.
We hit 23,002.
And
now,
2, yeah.
and 2. But one of the things that's interesting, last week when we spoke, I said, my thinking here is that 22,000, we went right through 22,000, and these millennial numbers, sometimes once you break out of them, then those become springboards for the move up. But when you get to the next one, then you got to be careful. And I think 23,000 so far, I haven't changed my mind. I think the whole 23,000 area is going to create some kind of a cap. You can go just above it, but I've got a feeling that it's not going to go much above it, and that we could be starting the consolidation. I've been talking about a consolidation for about a week. And in fact, we haven't gone that much higher, but it is higher. And if you look at these little candles right here, in fact, if you look at from I think it was the beginning of October, we've had very few red candles. Most of them are green in the Dow. This is the Dow chart daily on the left, weekly in the middle, monthly on the right. Monthly is still extremely strong. In leg E, in the Chapman wave, we're always looking for the 4th highest peak D to see whether or not we can go higher, or whether that's where you have a deeper consolidation. Yeah, you didn't take more than 2 months and you broke out to the new highs. That was early January. Now what we're looking at is, in the weekly chart, it's getting into an area called Chapman wave inside track repellent or resistance area. So this pink line, this is an up channel. It's gone a little bit higher than the first level, and then I'll just make it a little longer here. Then there's a second level that goes right here, and that takes you to about the 23,100. So we're in the area of resistance, and this is always, for me, it's a way of looking at the market technically, but at the same time, I always say you've got to have three things if you're going to have any bear phase. One is you've got to have bad news that starts to filter into the market, and then that has to accelerate. It can't be just a one-off. It can't just be bad news today. It has to be that the market perceives that something is happening that has a debilitating effect on the market. So we've had plenty of opportunity, but the market hasn't taken any news bearishly up until now. Number two is, once that down phase starts, you want to see the VIX, the volatility index, really screaming higher. Now, what's fascinating about this is that the VIX has not taken out the low that was made, that was in the 8.84 area a couple of months ago, but it is in the, and now it's at 10.30. So this VIX is suggesting, because it's making slightly higher lows, it hasn't yet made higher highs, that at least some fund managers are becoming interested in getting some insurance. So that to me is a step. But until the volatility index, now at 10.30, starts to trade in the high 12s, really gets into the 13s, and then holds there for a few days every week, this is still just momentary pauses on the downside, and then buyers come in.
Yeah, if the VIX is at 13 and holds for a few days, we'll be down 700 points.
I don't know about 7, but definitely I think people will start the selling. But this is the other. Well, there are three things. So the third aspect is to really get that bear phase. I think you and I know that in bear phases we've seen so often where the futures open double-digit down, minus 13, minus 15, try to rally, and then close at the low of the day. And that happens a few times every week, and that just persists. So we haven't seen anything like that. So those are the qualities that I look for in a bear phase. What's really important is that, and what you're bringing up is also one of the characteristics. And when we're looking at let's just go back to the Dow for a moment. Today, you just mentioned a few moments ago, there were just a couple of stocks that really have made the difference, and a big difference, UNH.
Right.
And that's what we've seen. And this is the aspect that I've been identifying for subscribers for a very long time, for years now, that consolidation seem to take a particular methodology. And one is, when there's been a very strong sector, that sector pulls back, and a weak sector takes its place. And that's what happens even intra sector. So now today we saw a couple of stocks, Goldman Sachs being one of them, comes down sharply. No, it's ameliorated to slightly positive, plus 26 down, excuse me, because of UNH, United Health.
Right.
So that's really, until we get a uniform, a kind of, where all the stocks are coming, 90% of the stocks are coming down at the same time, this is what we're going to have. We're going to have support. So what I've done is, we still have our General Motors. We took our profits in one position for 20% profit. And now we've still long from the 34s, and it's at 44.
Nice.
So I'm trying. It is nice, but this is the tough part, because it's just made a peak G, unusual. And I've got signs here that say GM should be pulling back. So we took profits in one part. I'd like to buy it back at some point. But the other thing is, within the stocks that we have Bank of America, and it's in the same situation. It's just jumped to a leg E at 26.43. We're in the 23s, I think. We're 23.46. And what we're looking at here is that the MACD's fading, stochastic's fading. So and yet it went to a new recovery high. But until I start to see stocks like this, until I see the XLF really start to pull back, and I think we've got a hint today that the XLF is a little bit overbought. Peak D in the financial S&P Spider Fund, Goldman Sachs made a peak D. I'm looking at these dailies and I'm saying, okay, I think this sector is ready for a pullback. So it's interesting. We are still long the dollar, the UUP, which has done very nicely, and to go with it, so it's an unusual kind of portfolio. So General Motors, we've got a commodity index, and that commodity index, DBC, is holding very nicely at 1559. We've been in for quite a while now, because it's a little bit more weighted towards oils. So very mixed portfolios. I'm waiting. Everything about this market right now says we're getting really close to a record for the bull market. I think it's another 2-3 days to have it the longest running bull phase. But at the same time, I think it's getting really close to at least a consolidation that says, and we might find it today with LRCX, which is the semiconductor, one of the leaders in the semiconductors, and that's at a point LRCX.
Lam Research,
earnings come out, but and here again, I've got it in the leg C, so the daily and the weekly. So even there, it's a mixed market. So that Applied Materials is also very strong, but it's a little bit more advanced in the lettering that I have. I have to tell you, there are enough signs to say we can go a little higher, but I'm starting to get quite nervous about some kind of consolidation.
Yeah, elevator's going up.
Yeah.
Sherwin-Williams, green paint only in this market.
That's right.
Folks, come over to our website at TFN. Go to newsletters. Go to trading newsletters. You can test drive Basil's newsletter. 30 days absolutely free. Hit opening call. Basil, thanks so much. Have a great one, a safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 30. We have the NASDAQ up 5. S&P is a flat. Let's go take a look at that NDX 100 and the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. So strength out here, Alta, Beauty. Now, this stock has absolutely got smoked. That is the leader today. That's up 4%, $8.27. That's trading at $201. That being said, this stock in 5 months is down from $314 to $202. And if we bring this back, you'll actually see that we're down from $314. This is a dead cat bounce, and that's all this looks like. It is. They probably came up with numbers. Let's see what they come up with. Let's see. Well, they didn't come up with numbers yet, I don't think. No, November 30th. Bottom line, probably just an upgrade. That's a dead cat bounce. Don't touch it. You have Biogen up 2.8%, 9.68. Amgen's up 2.7 or $5. Taken away from the NDX 100 today, you have Liberty down 4%. Micron is down 2.4%, and C-Trip is off 1.8%. So let's go over to Micron for a second. This thing, the chips in general have been on fire. So Micron is at $40.48. That is one heck of an all-time high. Let's see. Well, it might not be an all-time high. I remember this one. This was, yeah, it is an all-time high. Wow. So your last high up here was 2014 at $36. Blew that thing away, up at 42. So let's go over to Lam Research, LRCX. So Lam Research, after close today, we're coming out. We're trading 194. Put this on a weekly. I get this on a monthly. See what we're looking at here. Wow. Okay, so last month you did 40 million. Right there's the number, 167. Hey, we'll see what happens. Bottom line is that the way this is trading right now, this should back down after the close. So we'll know. We're gonna know really quick. And you're talking about quite a back down too. You know, when I look at this on a daily, it's like, okay, 170 is wide open. When you look at it on a weekly, you have. Oh, yeah, well, I see. Okay, 185. Yeah. So this will be interesting to see how this shakes out. 185 is game. Let me see. I'm not sure whether AMAT's coming out with numbers right now or not. No, it's coming out. AMAT's coming out in November. Let's go over to Big Blue, though. Big Blue, so picture this. IBM, folks. So IBM's at 146.59. They have, as of March 31st, 380,000 employees. Now, more than likely, what we're going to see with IBM is that they're going to reduce their employee account once again. The way that they've been continuing to pay their dividend is that they've been buying back stock and continually to cut expenses. And they have to when you look at these numbers. So when you look at IBM, in 2013, they took in $99.8 billion, or approximately $26 billion a quarter. 25 billion a quarter. Now they take in 77.8 billion, or 19 a quarter. Big number, big difference. Earnings per share also went from $16.28 in 2013 down to $13.75 2017. What IBM is going to be looking for today is they're going to be looking for $3.28 to the bottom line. So we'll see if, in fact, we get that. The way that IBM is trading right now, it looks like that, you know, you just did a counter trend bounce and got up to this 150. That was last week. Got to 148.98. This thing could be a large ABC down. That's how this is shaking out. It has a high volume swing low at 118. The high of that low is 132. So that is going to have some action after the closeout here. Who else is coming out? Let's see. We got ADTN. Okay, so this is, they design, develop, manufacture variety of high-speed digital transmission products. The low for the year is $17. The high is $24 in this equity. And number-wise, they're doing 713 million right now. 2385. This also, every stock you bring up is at highs. That's just about, really. Except the oil stocks. Well, no, I guess not. This has been a consolidation. Wow, this is way off its high, actually. Let's 2011. 2011 was $47. Yeah, so this thing looks like it's still going to have a problem. It's going into the July downdraft of 2012. So that doesn't look like it's going to go anyplace fast. Some of the higher volume stocks, and this, the volume today is going to be anemic. And it was a question, is that when you get an anemic volume at highs, is it distribution? Yes, it is. The real question is, how long is this going to go on with no volume up at the highs? Today's dramatic, though. That's what's also going on. This is really dramatic. Well, yeah, watch this. This is, amazing, actually. The Qs have all of 10 million, I think. Yeah, so the Qs are at 10 million, and we have 35 minutes, 25 minutes left in trading? That's, amazing. When these things break topside, when they break downtown, they're doing 80 million. They should be, they did 109 million the first time down in June. They broke topside with 31. 10 is anemic. That's an anemic number in a huge way. The next segment when I come back, I'm going to go over, I guess what's going on is that's AMZN. Amazon evidently is, this is pretty wild. So I'll be able to pull these up too. Brazilian retailers are plunging hours before Amazon is starting to sell. A magazine Lazuro falls 13%, down 24% in 4 days, while B2W is down 23% in 4 days, amid a report from newspaper that Amazon will officially start selling electronics tomorrow. This is amazing. Here, we can bring this up right now. I'll figure out how to do this. Let's see this. Okay, here's the first one. So this is a digital retailer as Amazon takes over the world. Okay, so this is in reals. It went from 26 to 19. Let's see what else we got. Let me pull this back. Oh yeah, this is done. This is all going to be, this is just like a retailer's in our country. At one point, this was at $82 in 2007. Now I trade in 19. This thing looks like it's wants to get on a 806. Let's see, where's the other one? If I can do this that way. I'll bring the second one up right now. This is trading $63. It's funny, it says magazine, but yeah, this is a disaster also. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials up 25. NASDAQ is down 2. S&P's up a 1/4. They're going to make a run for it. They need to be all green. Sherwin-Williams green paint. Here we come.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 33. You got the NASDAQ down 2. S&Ps are up 1/4 point. Bonds, a 10-year note down 1. 30-year bond up 10. Let's go to the 10-year right now. So 10-year note right now. Okay, so you're going to have rejection of lower price with light volume. Okay, this is setting up again. Unreal. This is, this is just amazing. These notes and bonds just don't want to go down, folks. So you have the 10-year note right now. We went to 125.07. You've done 1 million contracts. You're going into 1.2 million. We did at a new high, well, not a new high, at a high on Friday, 1.4. This thing's going to go higher again. This very well may have been a small ABC up, too. So you could have 124.22. It's just about a full point, which would get you to 126.07. The 10-year, the note is 2.3 right now. And the Fed fund future rate is laying at 80. So we went up from 76 to 80. That's how this is laying out, meaning not in November. This would be the December 13th meeting. And what is going to happen, let's see. Well, what the president's saying is that between here and 3 weeks, we're going to know who the new Fed chairman is. It's going to be intriguing, too, because, you get Cohn right in his office. And the market expected that when he was in that job, he took that job to take the Fed job. Now we'll see where the whole thing ends up shaking out. But that's, it said that it's hard. The bottom line, it's hard to tell who's going to get it. What Trump did say today, though, he said the 5 that are out there right now that have been in the papers, it's going to be one of those. So we'll see where this shakes out. And that is going to make a difference. Slightly. I think it's going to make a difference quickly, whoever gets nominated, meaning the market itself, for 1 day, 2 days, whatever. I don't see it making a big difference in the aspect of how they're going to unwind the deal, and I don't see a big difference in the aspect of how they're probably going to operate. Why, folks? Because you don't even make it that far unless you're a part of that big bureaucracy. That's the bottom line. The bureaucracy is the bureaucracy, and people don't come in and take it apart, particularly the money banking bureaucracy. Here we go. This is there we go. They're all green right now. Just give it a few minutes. Doesn't take much. Let's see. What is that? Where are we at here? I got to see this. 45 minutes. Yeah, 3:45. So 3:45, we just hit into the green. We'll see whether it can stay there. Let's go over and take a look at the small caps, the IWM. IWM, you get a little small roll here. IWM is up at these highs for 7 days. You get a small roll. And what is intriguing here, it's going to be interesting to see if the IWM, what the IWM does is this. At the close, that also puts a lot of volume in at the close. And if this gets volume, that's going to be a very subtle sign that this thing wants lower price, particularly because the rest of the market is so flat without any volume whatsoever. We go back over to the GDX. For gold getting smoked, this is going to be a beautiful rejection of lower price with lighter volume. GDX is going into 50 million shares. We've done 24 million thus far. What I expect you are going to see out there is that more likely we're going to see, a little volume get put in at the end, but, this is a spectacular showing when you have the gold contract down some good numbers. It wasn't, let's see, percentage-wise, it's not the end of the world. Percentage-wise, yeah, 1.2%. Let's go to Kevin in New York City, in New York. Hey, Kevin, what's going on?
Tom, how you doing? I'm doing fine.
Good, man. Good to hear from you.
Same. Hey, good to talk to you.
Yeah, totally. So, TripAdvisor, huh?
Let's take a trip.
Let's take a trip. I'd like to do that. That sounds good, man. So, TripAdvisor is $40 right now. The low for the year out here is 35. The high 65. So, what are we doing?
So I'm looking at this on a monthly basis to start with.
Okay.
And I saw some positive action going back maybe a month or so ago.
August, yeah, I can see it. Yep. Right.
Now check it out. It retraced back to strength going back a few years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it had a nice bounce.
Yeah.
And so what I'm doing here is I've let this thing retrace a little bit.
Okay.
And I just took a small long position today.
That's a nice setup, man. I like what you did here. So if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, okay, he's got a monthly up. And remember something. So what happens, folks, is that the longer the chart, bottom line, it takes a long time for these charts to develop like that. But on a longer-term aspect, they're much more predictable because it's so long. So when this came back, it was coming back from strength in 2012 when it came off the bottom. It was coming into it's coming into 62 million and 66 million. It did it with 54 million, which is sweet. Rejected it. Then went topside with 89. Yeah, I think this is something, man. This is pretty cool. I think you get some action here. What's interesting about the stock right now? Also, this is a different... the guy that started this, there's a story out here today. He sold out at 214 million, okay? And now it's a $5 billion market cap. But what he didn't do, and so he wasn't a billionaire. That's what the story is about. But today, Car Guru just went public, and now he's a billionaire. I just thought it's pretty cool. Yeah, so if where you putting your stop?
So I put my stop. It's just kind of so it was a little tricky. I got in here and I put my stop in. Not ideal, but I got to stop in at 39.24.
Well, that's good. No, that's good. That's close. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's close.
I'd rather be down around 38.6.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that. It just depends on how long you're going in for, too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're coming, let's see, 39. Yeah, this is good, man. It's good it's over 39, 91. See, getting over that September 25th gives it an edge that, you might get that $44, man.
Right.
And if you get that with strength, so this is November 6th, coming out with numbers.
Yep.
You do your homework, man. I like that. I'm gonna look at that trade, man. I like what what I thought you were gonna actually say, Kevin, is that I thought you were gonna say this is the type of trade, folks, that if you get this thing right, you can stay in this for a long period of time because the way that this tested, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what?
I thought you were gonna give me a bigger stop.
I'm with you 100%. I mean, what I did was I took a position. I'm going to take half off. If it moves up $1, and I'm going to let it ride.
Okay,
and
cool.
I'll move my stop.
Yeah. No. I can. This is a good setup. So the longer term setups like that, you can stay in a little bit longer and make some more bread, brother.
You got it.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
You too. Thanks.
Okay. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Sherman-Williams Green Paint did its job, baby. We got the Dow up 39, Nasdaq up 1, S&P's up 1. Where's that Russell? They mustn't like the Russell. Russell's still down 7. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to our man Tim in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Tim, what's going on, brother?
Tommy O'Brien, how you doing, bud?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing good, doing good.
Good, good.
Nice day in Colorado.
That's a beautiful thing, man. This is the weather, right? This is it.
It is.
So, SCO.
Yeah, what's your take on oil? You haven't really gave your take on oil, have you?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you just brought this up, though, because when I saw the SCO, I said, I'm really close to shorting the XLE right now, right? I said, okay, so I want to look at this. Now, check this out, though. This is not ready yet. This is going to be interesting when these oil numbers come out tonight. So I have the crude contract up, right? Man, this crude contract did 473,000 contracts today, pushing into the swing point of 53.11. So it's like.
But if you looked at most of the volume was when it was going down, wasn't it, or not?
Yeah, no. What happens is that I take the whole volume as to where it's pushing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I do it. I know. But you're right. You're right. No, they did 10:30 this morning. You know, the volume was down. There's no doubt. That was 17,000 contracts, and another additional. Yeah, all of that volume is there, and then you pulled right back into 13,000. So what I do, so when you see something like that, right? It's pushing in there. I personally now am going to wait. I'd love to see it hit it tomorrow morning or hit it tonight, and then give it up. So if we go take a look at the SCO, you're at 33.13, at 33.16, and that means that I should push into the low when these numbers come out tonight. We're at the 32.31 area.
Yes,
But,
that's the way I'm looking at it too. I start biting in the 32s.
Okay, it's not bad. You just got to hope that you get a rejection pretty quick, man, right? That's...
Yeah, it's going to be either keep it or get out real quick.
Just be prepared. The other side of that, you're in a 32. The other side of that, you could put a bid under that at like 31.20, 31.50, a few of them, and want to get hit. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tommy.
Okay, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come back with some numbers after the close.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling problem with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't have to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your mind, you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. Dow Industrial's up 40. NASDAQ just down 0.3%. Give me a break. 0.3 of 1 point, rather. S&Ps, they got it green, folks. Up a point. Gold contract down $14.90, trading at $12.88 an ounce. Silver down 29 cents, $17.07 an ounce. Platinum off $5, $9.34 an ounce. Copper off 3.5 pennies at $3.20 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $51.96 a barrel. Now we're going to have the API numbers coming out for you at 4:30 today. And the way that the actual contract traded, it's going to be interesting how this shakes out. It looks like the oil contract wants to push into the swing high, which is, let's see, it's about $1 higher right now. And if that's what we get, it'd be interesting because on a short-term basis, that's what it looks like. On the longer-term basis, I think that's going to be about it. On this contract here, we're trading the December contract. That'd be 53.11. Right now, we're at 52.21. And we pushed into this swing out here today with some big volume. So when you do that, most times it wants higher price. We'll see how it handles. It's $53.21 price point. Bonds, notes and bonds, bottom line, folks, they rejected lower price once again. This is the note market was flat, 125.12 after being down. Bonds up 9 ticks, 154. They both want higher price, lower yield. King dollar up 214 ticks, trading at 93.375. The euro is at 117 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 112 to the U.S. dollar. Let's go over and take a look at that U.S. dollar index right now. So the index out here got to a price point today of 93.590. You have 2 swing points that we're dealing with. The last swing, which was on the 6th, at 27,000 contracts. And we almost hit the low of that. Oh, this is pretty cool. So this is pretty intense. So the low of that high was 93,600. We hit 93,590. Would have been great if we hit that because that would have been a rejection. Can still hit it. That's the bottom line. That can still hit that area. We'll see whether it's going to. The dollar itself has had a really tough time hanging on. I mean, since January 3rd, folks, it's been a one-way trip with the dollar, and that's been down. Bonds, let's go over and take a look at the 10-year bond. 10-year bond, same setup, meaning that this is rejected lower price once again. It's pretty amazing. A 10-year bond got to 125.07, closed at 125.13, did 1 million contracts, going into 1.4 million. Bottom line, wants higher price. So, big number. Some of the higher volume, well, volume-wise out here, this was an anemic market once again. In the NYSE, we did 691 million shares. In the NASDAQ Composite, we did 1.6 million. And the NDX 100, the 3Qs, which went to a new high today, closed at a new high, we did 12.8 million shares. And just to give you an idea of 12.8 million, you know, when you're breaking down, we were breaking down with 80 and 90 and 109 million. When we were breaking highs going topside, you're doing 31 million. You can see 12.8 million, no one's up here. Bottom line, but there's no sellers also. That's the other side of that coin. We go take a look at the S&Ps. What you have with the S&Ps is this. SPY, anemic, 30 million shares traded. We were breaking down on the SPY, we were breaking down with 128 million, 120 million. You break topside with 63 million, and you can only do 30 million. So that is pretty intense. It's showing that you have no buyers up here. They are in the store, and they're still raising the price. That's the bottom line, which is pretty amazing. There's no doubt about that. Let's go see if Big Blue came out yet. Okay, so Big Blue closed at 146.54. That is trading at 148.99. Numbers go like this in Big Blue. The estimate was $3.28. They made $3.30. Their revenue, the expected revenue was $1.59 billion. They made their expected revenue was $18.59 billion. They made $19.2 billion. This is their 22nd consecutive quarter of declining revenue. It's pretty amazing, man. We'll see how long that stock is up a couple of dollars, though. Well, actually, it's up $3.50 right now. It closed at 146.54 and it's trading 150. We go take a look at Cree. Cree, this closed at $29.36. That is trading at 27.26 right now. Let's see what they have to say. The first quarter revenue, the estimate was $359 million. They made $360 million. Earnings per share, 4 cents. They made 4 cents. So bottom line, you had topside action on IBM. You have bottom side action in Cree. IBM's at the 149, 150 area. That's going to get a lot of flack. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Yeah, this is where it gapped down from, too. It gapped down on the 19th of July. It closed on the 18th of July at 154. Opened on the 19th at 150, went all the way down to 146. So we'll see where this shakes out in the next 5 or 10 minutes. But it looks like 150 is holding pretty good right now. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here today, you had Advanced Micro down at $1.10. Netflix came out with numbers last night. That ended up being down $3.20. That was, and after the close last night, remember, we were down a couple bucks when the numbers first come out, up $6 after the close. This had a high today of 204, ended up closing at 199. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 40, NASDAQ up 1, S&P's up 1. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finished up 40, NASDAQ up 1, S&P's up fractionally. After the close, you just had Big Blue come out with numbers. That closed at 146. It's trading at 146.54. It's trading at 149.65. LRCX, Lam Research, that just came out with numbers also. That closed at 194.55. That's trading at 193.99. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do each and every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget, folks, Andy has an outstanding show right here at TFNN, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Now, no matter where you are, folks, remember you can get all the programming at TFNN right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV, you're going to get some great HD quality video as well as audio. And he's also got 2 great newsletters. He's got his Technomento Commodity Report. That is a weekly newsletter. He also has the Daily Essentials. That is a daily newsletter. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see that right on the front of the carousel, you could test drive either one of those newsletters. You do that, you're going to get his course, the 12 Essential Lessons of Trading Commodities. That is a great course Andy had put together about a year ago for the TFNN team. Bottom line, folks, you get each one of those lessons, 1 per month. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing fine. So dollar up today, precious metals down, I guess.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem like it was really the dollar that did it, but, you know, it's the middle of the day, even yesterday, they just started hammering it. But
they just started selling it down. You know, we got up to 1308, got up to a high. Silver got up to a high of almost 1750, and now we're correcting a bit lower. But given the geopolitical landscape, you can't get too bearish, I don't think.
no, listen, I like how the equities acted, man. The gold equities, the GDX is only down 4 cents. It rejected lower price. I like how they acted. I mean, so.
Yeah, trading with the dollar. Now, crude oil. I heard you talking a bit about
this is going to be interesting, man.
Let's talk about that. You know, very interesting development. I don't know if you saw it today. BNP Paribas. Big French bank, and pretty active in the crude oil markets.
Okay.
As far as hedging and giving financing services for producers, refiners, and so on and so forth around the world.
Yeah.
They announced they're going to stop working with shale producers in the U.S., and they're going to concentrate on renewable energy in China, Europe, and the emerging markets. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see if other banks follow suit because, you know, drilling for oil, shale oil, requires a lot of financing. And the banks are partners with these producers. And if the financing dries up, you know,
it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, you know, I think that, you know, they're looking at what we've been talking about electric cars, renewable energy, all these things. But short term, that could be highly supportive of crude oil if, you know, U.S. production doesn't come in at 9.9 million barrels per day in 2018 because the shale producers can't get the financing to get it out of the ground.
Oh, is that? Yeah. No, well, I guess it really has to do with if oil stays at $60, right? If oil's up in here, they're going to get as much financing as they want. Right? It's just
they'll get
where
from
it
other
is.
banks.
Yeah,
Right. I mean, because
right.
they'll be able to hedge and stuff. But the question really is, I mean, oil looks pretty good to me. These crack spreads are, you know, you got the gasoline crack spread up at $16.60 roughly. You have the heating oil crack spread up above $24. These things are appreciably higher than where they were last year at this time. And crude oil isn't that much higher. I mean, crude oil is around the same price. So, you know, with crude oil at the same price and the crack spread's higher, that's telling us something about demand for oil products, that it's higher. And when demand for oil products is higher, it generally translates back to the crude oil itself. I'm looking at key resistance for crude oil up at 55.24 a barrel, which is the January 2017 highs. I think we have a good chance of challenging that before the end of the year. I also think that, any shocks in crude oil are not going to come on the downside. They come on the upside because of all of this stuff that's going on with Iran last Friday, with the, kicking the agreement back to Congress. That's one thing. Also, the blockade of Qatar continues, where the Saudis and the Gulf states continue to blockade the wealthy nation of Qatar, tiny nation, but important nation, and a nation that is tied to Iran. Iran seems to be the center of focus there. So it would be hard to get too bearish on crude oil here. And the XLE is also doing pretty well. I mean, that broke out above, for the first time this year, it made a higher high above 67.13. So it just looks like we're getting a lot of friendly signals for crude oil. I don't think it's going to run away on the upside unless we have some kind of geopolitical event that in the Middle East. But certainly, as far as the drift, path of least resistance still feels a little bit higher here. We'll see what these oil inventory numbers do to it today.
Yeah, no, I want to see the spike. I like how the XLE is set up, but to go downtown. I want to see a spike tonight. That's what I'd like to see.
A spike up?
A spike up in the oil, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
then I'll know whether it's going to hold it or not. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That'll be the first spike we've seen in quite some time, because this thing is not spiking. It's just, it seems to be drifting, No,
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
And where I'm coming from, Andy, is that when you look at these the tradable contracts today, right? Mm-hmm. Someone was in here buying, man. I mean, big. This contract here at 477,000 contracts, man. The December contract.
That's a big number. Hey, by the way, open interest record highs.
Okay.
In crude oil. That's big too.
Yeah.
Rising price, rising open interest tends to be supportive of the trend. So we'll see what happens. I mean, price spikes tend to be fades. We've seen it we saw it in copper yesterday.
That's why I want to spike.
Give you an opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in there.
Exactly.
All right, a couple other quick things. Palladium yesterday traded to $1,005.
I read that this morning.
That's a beautiful thing. That thing since January 2016 has just been making every dip has been a buy.
Yeah. Well, listen, and what I was in the journal today. This is what they had this in the journal about palladium going up there, and then they explained that they weren't talking about the prices of palladium versus platinum, but they were talking about the cars are all using palladium, and the diesels trucks are using platinum.
Right.
And what has been going on for quite some time is that diesels are basically, they're trying to get rid of them. I mean,
they are.
Yeah.
But platinum is substitutable for palladium very easily.
Yeah.
So, the value proposition now is screaming to use platinum.
It's amazing, folks, is that we're in 2017 now, but I remember, Andy, when I started the Gold Report, right? And it was so cool because there's so many people that were just like yourself that were in metals for so long, but it was a 20-year bear market. But I still met a lot of people that knew an awful lot about metals. And I remember meeting this one guy at one of these shows, and he's saying, I'm telling you, man, you got to get into palladium because that's all the cars are going to use palladium. And that was his argument then, because platinum's too expensive.
Right. But now it's the other way around, baby.
I know. Pretty cool. Here, stay right there, okay?
Sure.
We're coming right back, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We're talking markets, we're talking commodities, and of course, don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show, 5 to 6 every Tuesday, Thursday. Check it out on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. So
we saw copper spike yesterday.
Yep.
Got up to almost
Big
the 2014 highs. I mean, we got up to almost $3.26 a pound. Now, I think a lot of that is coming from the fact that the Chinese Party Congress starts tomorrow, October 18th, and some pre-buying over there. We're going to need to hear some announcements out of the Chinese, some initiatives, stimulus, so on and so forth, to get copper above this, this next technical level, which is at 327.45 per pound. But, they've been buying a lot, so I reckon they are going to say something.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to basically clean up pollution. He wants electric cars, and electric cars take a lot of copper.
Right. They take a lot of copper, and China is a big buyer of copper. And the bottom line is copper goes up when China buys, and they have been buying, no question about it. If we can get through 327, the next level's around 344.
Yeah.
Big
numbers, man.
Big numbers in copper. I mean, especially since through the bulk of my career, I saw the thing trade between 80 cents and $1.
Right. Isn't that wild? I know, man.
These are some crazy, crazy numbers here.
Well, when you're building as many cities as they're building, that's,
You need a lot of copper.
Their small cities are as big as our big cities.
Well, there's a lot of people. 1.389 billion.
Wow.
What do we have? About 330 million?
Yep, 320, 330. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so, China, 4 times bigger than the United States. No question. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones Industrial Average couldn't make the 23,000 level, but don't worry, man. It'll be there. No question.
Oh, well, it made it. It just didn't close there.
Right. Well, I'm talking about closing above. So,
yeah, I know. What's wrong with it, man? What's wrong with it? Jeez, it's hard to believe that.
It's amazing.
Well,
earnings are okay.
the earnings are okay. The more that I keep seeing this, I'm trying to figure out. I'm saying to myself, okay, so are we just in inflation right now? So the market's getting inflated first. I mean, is that?
Well, there's inflation in stocks, don't you think?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm speculating.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
but if that's the case,
the Fed doesn't use inflation stocks as a measure of inflation. They don't look at that kind of asset price.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that.
So
the
we'll
Fed. What do you think about who do you think is going to be the
I
Fed?
don't know. This is the $64,000.
And see, that's what I think was hitting the gold market though, and more so than that.
Yeah, this guy John Taylor is his name?
Yeah,
he's a bit of a hawk. I can't see Trump appointing a hawk.
I can't either. I know, and that's
I just can't see it.
Exactly.
I could see him reappointing Yellen or Cohn.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like he's in the real estate business. It's just like the whole Korea thing. It's like, hey, man, he's not going to drop a bomb. He's in the real estate business. That's the quickest way that, guess what? Everything's wiped out. And
Hey, I want to take a quick look at lumber.
Okay.
No, we don't look at that often, but I want to look at it because it's really breaking out. I want to put it there on a monthly chart. We're at the highest price since 2004, I think. $428.50 per thousand board feet on the futures today.
Yep.
New high. Got up to $434.40. Lumber's had a perfect storm, Tom. First thing is, new home construction building has really helped lumber.
Yep.
Then you had Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma and the hurricane that hit Puerto Rico. What was that, Jose? I don't even remember the name
It was
of it.
Jose. Yes, it was.
It was Jose. Right. So that increased demand for wood to board up windows. And now these wildfires in California, you're going to get a lot of demand to rebuild homes, in Napa.
You should.
So, this is really feeding a perfect storm in the lumber market.
Pretty intense, man. Yeah, listen.
Hey, take a look at Weyerhaeuser.
Warehouse, yeah. WY, that's a great start.
That should be doing real well.
It is. The low for the year, and this is 28. The high is 35. They pay a 3.5% dividend, and this baby, let's take a look. Yeah, it's approached. It hit a high in 2015, $37. It's 35 right now. Yeah, it's going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean that's a wood stock, baby.
Yeah.
You also have wood and cut, which are the two ETF products, or ETN products. Wood looks good. Hey, the other thing that looks good, Bitcoin, 5,600.
Yeah, that's crazy. And so talking Bitcoin here, this just came across. It's going to be interesting between the SEC and the CFTC. They're going to be fighting about it. So here, this just came across right when you're about 2 minutes before you're talking, Andy. Coin offerings tokens can be regulated by the CTFC. That's what the agency said. So virtual tokens used in initial coin offerings can come under the Commodity Futures Trading Commission oversight, the agency said today. The tokens, which are sold through the offering, may be commodities or derivative contracts depending on a particular fact or circumstances, the CTFC said in a primer on virtual currencies. So
good luck with that. Good luck with that for them, because you know what? Most of them are coming out of not coming out of the U.S.
Right. No. And not only that, we know what happens, folks, is this. If you are an exchange, you want to be regulated by the SEC, not the CFTC.
Right.
The CFTC, folks, okay, they're the...
Much tougher.
Oh, they are, man. It's like...
Right. But good luck trying to regulate, we got to realize, we're these coin offerings are coming out of Jersey, the Isle of Jersey. They're coming out of China. They're coming out of other places.
There's no reason not to. Why would you? Because
I would never release one of those coins here.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to. And you can be an American, folks, and you can just put the server right over there. You go over there, you do business, you release it. Guess what? It's digital.
They'd be better off working on fintech and blockchain and paying attention to those markets and introducing, futures and options and things like that, and concentrating on the derivatives rather than the coin offerings, because they're never going to be able to get in front of that train.
No, they're not.
No way.
They're way too slow. That's go ahead. I just want to bring that Bitcoin up again. I just got to see. So we hit 57.85 today. Wow.
Unbelievable.
And 2 days ago we hit Yeah, 58.66.
And one month ago, we were at 3,800.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, I have the 700.
956.
Is it? It's 956.
It closed last year 956.
That's sick.
Sixfold.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. What about Ethereum? That's the other one.
Yeah.
$317 closed the end of last year. $8.
It's $8 now.
No, it's 317.
Oh, okay,
now.
okay.
It closed 2016 at $8.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It wouldn't have been crazy if we had some, though. It'd be great.
No, I would have sold it 25 times already.
You know what? The hardest thing to figure out, like, okay, you get something like that. When do you sell it? You know?
Right. You go to the Four Seasons, as you like to say.
Oh, totally, man.
Yeah.
I'd sell it when I know that I could buy another house. That's all. That's all I do is accumulate money and buy more houses.
Anyway, so natural gas, another interesting one. I guess you're waiting for these oil figures, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, is it 4?
Okay.
Oh, 4:30. Good.
Let's take a look and see
cool.
if
Yeah, hold it 1 second. CRB. Yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm sorry, Andy. Damn.
So do them after the break if you want.
Yeah, we will. Okay, so we're going to do them after the break. Crude inventories fell 7.1 million barrels last week. Cushing minus 151. Gasoline plus 1.9. Distilled plus 1.6. Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are going to be coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. And don't forget, he's going to be coming up right next 20 minutes right here at TFNN. Just go to TFNN.com and hit Tiger TV. So, Andy, what we're looking at here, crude inventories fell 7.13 million barrels last week.
It's a big drop.
Yeah.
And gasoline was up what?
Gasoline was up 1.94 million barrels.
And distillates were up 1.6?
Yes.
Oh, million barrels. Okay.
So the crude draw would be the largest since October when compared to EIA data.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see because last week the EIA didn't agree so much with the API.
Right.
But you're going to see a gentle rise in the price of crude here.
Yeah, and so
I don't know if you're going to see a spike. You'd need to see them all
it doesn't
down
look it.
to see the spike.
Yeah, we would have got some right then and there probably.
Right,
nothing
right. So, interesting. Now let's just turn quickly to natural gas.
Okay, we get natural gas numbers coming out Thursday.
Right, natural gas up and down all around, floating. This Thursday, we're expecting a 55 to 60 BCF injection. Basically, we need an average of 81 BCF to get back to 4 trillion this year. It doesn't look like we're going to get it.
Okay.
So it looks like we're going to go into the winter season with the lowest amount of stocks in at least 3 years. Stocks the injection numbers tend to trail off at the end of injection season, and we only have 5 weeks left.
Wow.
We only have a month left after this number.
That's pretty wild, man.
Time flies.
Time
baby.
flies. Winter's here, man.
Right.
Okay, brother. Well, listen, I'll let you go because I know you're going to be yapping for another hour and 15 minutes.
Thanks so much, Tom.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
man. Appreciate the great education, Andy.
Thanks.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go take a look at Big Blue. Big Blue come out with numbers, folks. Big Blue closed at 146, trading at 151. It's getting a pop. Bottom line is that they still have their revenue still went down, but bottom line is that they made their numbers. Estimate was $3.28. They made $3.30. Let's see, revenue. It's the third quarter. It's pretty amazing, man. So this is the 16th quarter that their revenue actually went down. Lam Research, LRCX. What do you got with Lam Research? Lam Research closed at 194. That's trading at 192.71 right now. This has been a high flyer in a big way. Let's go take a look at what Lam is saying. So the estimate Lam was $2.47 billion. They took in $2.48 billion. The earnings per share, $3.28. They took in, that was the estimate. They took in $3.46. So the bottom line is that they made their numbers, but the market is selling it off a bit. Folks, if you are in the CD market, you might have heard I just put a new ad out there. And what that new ad is doing first mortgages. I have, right now, you'll hear this ad the next week a few times. We're building a lot of buildings down in St. Petersburg, Florida. You can check it out on the web. It's a great city. That's the bottom line. It's a gentrified city. But if you are in the CD market and you're looking to put from $30,000 to $75,000 basically static for approximately 4 years, you can take a look at these first mortgages. This is what they are. Secured first mortgage, I have a few on these buildable lots. I have a few at $30K, I have a few at $40K, $45K, $50, and $75K. So if you are looking for a secured mortgage, we're paying 7% per year, paid monthly, secured first mortgages. Pretty good income at 7%. I believe it's $175, so the variation goes $175 per month at the $30,000 up to $437.50 for the $75,000 one. And so the variation, it just goes 7% times it. But if you want a secured, your principal secured with interest, you can just give us a call at 877-518-9190. Let's go to Richard in Concord, New Hampshire. Hey, Richard, what's going on?
I want to talk about HMNY.
HMNY. So this is Helos and Mathiasen.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is a problem child here.
Right. I bought it at 3, and I sold it at 22.
Good for you.
Yeah, not good because you hit 35.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
except that it hit 35 for one day, and then the next day it was at 20 again.
Right, I could have sold it at 35. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're saying. You still got 3 to 20, man.
Right.
Okay, so
what is a good buy point?
Okay, so this is what's going on with the stock, right? This is a stock, folks, that went from on the September 14th, it was $2.42. On the 11th of October, it was at 38. This is the company. This company here bought out MoviePass, and they rocked the whole movie industry. The way they did that is that they're selling MoviePass, okay? So it was highly successful. This company here, let me just see. I remember how many employees. Yeah, they had 19 employees. They were basically busy, and they're still busy beyond belief. But this is what ended up happening. When they got audited, inside the audit, it's saying that they may be out of business, that they may not be a going concern. And so I suspect what's probably happening is that, I don't know whether it's the aspect of, I didn't read it, whether it's the aspect that they paid too much for what they're going to have to actually pay the movie theaters versus what they're going to get, Richard. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know.
So the way that, okay, as long as you know, good. So then what I would do, I would wait for this thing to almost try to get back to like $7 or something. The $7 is the high of September 20th. That's where it came off of. Because it has a lot less volume as it's going back here. I mean, you know. So it seems like a good business plan, but what they are planning inside that business plan is that you and I would buy a MoviePass. We wouldn't use the MoviePass as much as we thought we would, so that then this company wouldn't be paying the theaters as much as I suspect the auditors may have put inside the book. See, what would end up happening, folks, is this: if this was our company, all of us, and we were getting audited. Sorry about that, folks. If this was our company and we were getting audited, what the auditor would say to us is this: what's your business plan, number one? So then we give them the business plan. And inside that business plan, it would have, here's the number of passes that we sold, here's the price that we sold them at. And then what the auditor is going to say is that, okay, well, you're saying that these people, you know, are only going to use them 5 times a year. What if they use them 15 times a year? And that's, you know, that's probably what's in here. I don't know what's in there, Richard, but, you know, that's more than likely the variation that's in there. So just wait for a bigger pullback, man. You know, you had a great score the first time. How'd you find out about this thing anyway?
I bought it at around 3 when it pulled back on low volume, and
well, cool, man. Okay, just have that patience again. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, man, have a great one. Have a safe one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. IBM, so let's take a look at it. So Cognitive Solutions, a segment that includes Watson Analytics and other newer products for IBM, grew 3.9% in the third quarter after a decline during the prior period. Total revenue was $19.15 billion. That is a little change from a year earlier, but beating the average analyst estimates of 18.6. So the bottom line is that they're still not growing as a company. They just caught up to where they were supposed to be in the third quarter here. Sales fell for the 22nd quarter in a row. IBM came the closest to stemming that decline since the third quarter of 2016. Getting back to growth on the top line has been the major goal of Jenny Romedy, the Chief Executive Officer. Cognitive Solutions has attracted a lot of our investment, and when we look at the underlying performance, it captures and reflects a lot of the new strategic imperative areas we're going into. Things like analytics, the security business, Watson Health. Chief Financial Officer Martin Skroka said in an interview, we saw pretty broad-based growth across all the cognitive solution elements. Big Blue had a rough first half, missing revenue estimates for the first 2 quarters. The stock is down more than 11% this year. Under Romedy, IBM has been working to add revenue in cloud-based software. Operating profit, excluding some items, was $3.30 a share in the quarter, ended September 30th, compared with the average annual estimates of $3.28. IBM improved its gross margins from the previous quarter in line with forecasts. We go back over to Big Blue. Let's take a look. Big Blue's trading at 151.50. We closed at 146. 151 would be, let's see, last week they traded at 148. So 151 is going to get them right into the gap. From the gap down, looks like from the last time they come out with numbers. Last time they come out with numbers, 154, and they gap down to 146. Going to be right in the gap. The bottom of that gap is 152. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Andy Hex coming up next. Gonna have a great show for you. Always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
Grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.